Okay, so right now this thing here that I have open, guys, doesn't have any animation, okay? So this is everything you've done yesterday without the camera movement, right? Okay? So first off, if I'm just making a 4-second or 2-second animation, 24 frames per second, let's call it 3 seconds, okay? So I'm gonna change my start time to 0 and I'm gonna go to 72 here. Let's see if I could do that. 72, time frame changes, okay? So this sometimes is hidden, right? Do you see that? It's hidden, right? So you open it up, and it's kind of weird in here because I don't like it how it's not centered, right? But that's what it is with Blender, okay? So first thing I'm gonna do is I need the camera to be selected, guys. Okay, so my camera here is selected. Okay, do you want me to make the screen larger for you guys? Here, let's just do this. Edit, preferences, let's just watch this. Tell me if this is a good size for you guys. Is that better? Can you see this better now? Yeah? Sorry. Okay, all right, that's better for demoing, right? Okay. So back up here, camera selected. I see the orange line around it. I'm good, right? I'm gonna go to frame 0 because time doesn't start on 1 as far as I'm concerned, right? So if I press an I on the camera now, I'm just gonna go location and I'm gonna go to the last frame. And this is so tricky here. I don't know why. It should have been, yeah. Like I'm just gonna now, I have the camera selected, right? I have the camera selected. So I need to move the camera, right? So I need to be in N, make sure my camera is set here, like this. Press N again to get rid of it. Some of you saying I can't move my camera is because it got stuck. So I'm just gonna kind of come in, boom, boom, boom. Maybe spin around. Now this is gonna be a problem, right? I'm changing views right now all of a sudden, right? So I'm just doing this. So I'm hoping this is gonna work. So I'm at frame 72, I'm gonna press I. I'm not gonna, see the problem is if you press I, other things are gonna come up here, right? Look. What is all this? All channels? I don't know. Probably is. All channels would be good, but let's move our mouse here. So it's very, very sensitive as to where you are, very contextual. So if I press I here, I'll just go location again. Done. Now, let's just hope to Hail Mary here that this is gonna work. This is not bad. Okay, so it's doing, that's pretty fast, right? That's too much of a movement already, I know that. So you know not to do that. Right? So let's pretend that is way too fast. So right here, we have lucky for me, I have an animation. So what I'm gonna say, if I started here, right? Another thing is, do you guys see this little button here? If you press that button, that basically means record anything I do. So if I come over here, let's say at frame 40, right? I want this to be back over here. Watch, it made a key for me. I didn't have to press I again. This is in every animation software. There's an auto key, 3D ones. Like 3ds Max has it, Maya has it, Blender has it, and so does Cinema 4D. So automatically it just made the move. I didn't have to press I, see? Here, and then super fast here. So whatever, so I put 3 keys. So I may just come back here and say, you know what, that's fine. I mean, whatever. Those are my 3 movements. So so this is a lot of play here, right? We don't want the roller coaster effect. Do you see that? Too much movement in 3 seconds, isn't it? Right? If I get rid of this now, if I select it and press X, it goes. Right? Bye-bye. See ya. So now I just have one movement from here to here. So make sure it's not too heavy, guys. Okay? So the next thing is we got to go to render animation. But before we do that, remember the output here. Okay? And some of you, like yesterday, weren't looking at, you know, like get under here. Meaning, don't leave it at temp, because if you leave this at temp, look. Wait for it. Here. Come on. Open it up, will ya? It's not opening. Okay, so if I leave this at temp, I have no idea where temp is, right? So I need to go documents myself, go to grade 12, boom, boom, 12, environment Blender, and then I need to make a folder for myself called render, okay? So shoot this out, go render anim. Okay, so I know where I want this, right there, boom, render anim accept. Okay, that's one. Done, okay. I could have named it right there. Then the other problem is, what's my other problem right now? I don't know what format this is, do I? Look, PNG, we're gonna go to FFmpeg, right? Done. Okay, and then there's another encoding here. Don't fall for this Matroska business. Change it to MPEG-4, we know that. Sweet, MPEG-4, done. And then quality, I want high. Oh, wait, where's my output? Right here, output, change it to high quality. Okay, that part's done. All right. So believe it or not, right now, if I select both of these keys, now remember yesterday, some of you were saying, I can't see it, right? You see now I can't see it? So sometimes you need to kind of scroll up and down right here. So I have these two selected. I'm gonna do a right click here, and this is the key part for this lesson, because it's a review from yesterday. If I right click here, there's some beautiful stuff coming up and I have no idea what they are. So watch this now, ready? Look at this. Interpolation mode. This is the most important thing in this video. Normally, it might start with Bezier. If it starts with Bezier, watch what happens now. I'm going to press play. Did you see how it sped up and slowed down? Okay, watch carefully. Look. You see that? So it starts off slow like a roller coaster, speeds up, and then boom, it slows down, whatever, right? So imagine that. That's the key lesson here. Now watch, I'm going to press stop, pause. I'm going to select them again. All you have to do is right click, interpolation. If you go linear, means steady one speed. One speed, that's what we all want. Because later when you bring this in Premiere, it's going to be a disaster. You're going to be like, I'm speeding up, I'm slowing down. There's no need. Like, you don't need to do that. We're not on a roller coaster. We're not driving. We're just showing the viewer what to do. So this is the key part of the lesson. If you change it to linear now, because they're both selected, watch the difference. No change. See that? So depending on your version of Blender, I'm not sure. Sometimes it's at Bezier, which means those nice curves. You had that in Illustrator where you had vertices, you kind of move the angles. But the Bezier curve basically slows down and speeds up. So if you do it this way now, this is a better video for us, okay? And then you go render animation and say bye-bye to that. Off we go, okay? It's gonna do it in the background for me, so I'm gonna pause and call it a day here. Is that okay? Does that make sense? So it's just the handle, guys, interpolation. Once you do that, all your movies are gonna be sweet. And remember, none of this dolly in the air business, okay? So let's not do that. Am I doing Blender render here? I think I did do it. Oh, I've got the screen of death here. Okay, anyway, I'll stop the recording. Is that all right?